tutorial on how to correctly spot your little ones. We're going to start with the basics, cartwheel, one-handed cartwheel, and crab walk, and bunny hop, and then we'll get to some of the harder stuff like front limbers and back limbers. And then for my more advanced students, I'll even show you how to spot a back handspring. But for now, we're going to start with the cartwheel. So if they're right-handed, stay, Charlie, stay. You're going to tell them to put their hands up and point their right toe. If they're right-handed, you're going to take your right hand and place it on their left shoulder. And then you're going to take your left hand under your right arm, flip it upside down, and grab the belly. It feels super awkward, but that's how you spot it because they're going to lean over, and that's the correct way. Now, if they're left-handed, you're going to switch, point your left toe. You're going to take your left hand and place it on their right shoulder, and you're going to take your right hand below the left hand, flip it upside down to place it on the belly. So then they're going to tip over, so you lift up on the shoulder and you lift up on their belly to flip them up and over. The same thing for like the one-handed cartwheels. It's the same exact way. Opposite arm, across the belly, okay? Same way. Moving on to crab walk. So they're going to start with their feet open, hands up. You're going to place your hand on their back and then one on their hip. You're going to tell them to push their hips out and lean back. Okay, now to spot a crab walk, you're going to hold their shoulder up, and then you're going to have this hand to help their back support. Not all of them need help on this, so go ahead and walk, Isabella. So you're just going to be lifting up, and then whenever they get done, they're going to rock 3 times. 1, 2, and the third one you're going to pull up. Okay? So that is the same thing for bunny hop. So far we've done cartwheel and one-handed cartwheels. We've done crab walk and bunny hop. The next thing that we're going to do is inside out. So inside out, they're going to start in a push-up position. Face this way. Charlie, watch out, buddy. Okay, so from here, you are going to spot their shoulder and their back. So they're going to, whichever way they go, they're going to roll their hand, and you want to make sure that they do a bridge. Okay? Then they go back to push-up, and then they go back to a bridge. One more. You just help them flip over without falling. Okay, moving on to a harder trick, front limbers. So they're going to point whichever toe it is. Okay, so when they're going to kick up to a handstand, your right hand is going to go over their back, and your left hand is going to help pull their shoulders up. Go ahead. So back, shoulder, and then pull. Okay, let's do that again. Back, shoulder, then pull up. Tuck your shirt in. Okay, so that's a front limber, and you can spot that whichever leg. So back limber is next. They're going to open up their feet. You're going to grab their hips and then the leg. They're going to look back until they can touch, and then they're just going to rock, jump, and you just support their back with their hand, and you help flip the legs over. We're going to do that one more time. Open up your feet, look back, kick, handstand, hands up after every trip. Okay, so that was we did front limbers and back limbers. Next up is front walkovers and back walkovers. So it's a little bit different than the front and back limbers. The front walkover, their leg is in a split the whole time. So they're going to point whichever leg they use. You are going to spot the same way that you spotted that front limber. Okay? So you're going to spot their back and their shoulders. Back, shoulder, pull. Same exact, here we'll spot this way, that way they can see. So start over there. Start over there. Back, shoulder, pull. Do you know what trick you're doing?
Yes.
Because that was in a front walkover. We're going to do that one more time since she messed up. Back up, point your toe. Okay, easy. Next up is a back walkover. So whether they're right or left, you're going to go to whichever leg and you are going to spot their leg and their back. Okay, so same thing, they're in a split, they're going to go back, hands on the mat before they kick, then they kick and stay in a split. Okay? One more time. You spot their leg, their back. It's very important that their hands are on the ground before they kick their leg over. Otherwise, they're going to jump and really hurt their wrist or land on their head because their arms are going to collapse. Okay, next up is Arabians. So this trick is a little bit difficult. No. Okay, you're going to start by being pretty close to them. They're going to start by putting their hands on the ground. You are going to grab their back, and then you're going to put your hands on their leg. They're going to bend, jump, handstand, and then from here, you're going to let go of their legs, grab their shoulders, and pull them up. We'll do that one more time. Back, legs, handstand, switch, and pull. Okay? Next up is a gymnastic back walkover. It's almost the same thing as a regular back walkover. Instead, you're going to start with whichever leg they use, whether it's right or left. They're going to start with it in the air, and then they're going to land on one leg and hold the other leg in the air. So Isabella's a right. So she's going to start by holding her right leg in the air. You're going to grab it. Let them balance for a little bit before you grab it. Support their back. Hands first. Kick. Then she's going to land on one leg and hold the other foot up. Yep. We'll do that one more time. Good. Okay, after that is a one-handed front walkover. This one is a little bit trickier. So there's two different ways to spot this. Depends on how much help they need. If you have a question for me, if you don't know how much help your child needs, go ahead and ask me because I can tell you which way to spot them. I know them all off the top of my hand, so don't you worry. So Isabella just needs a little bit of support, so I'm going to spot her with her shoulder and hand, but some that need more support, you support their back and their hand. So I'm going to show you both ways. The first way, their arm has to stay out. They are not supposed to put any weight on this arm. No weight on the arm. So you're just going to barely hold it up. And then I'm going to, my hands like this, Isabel lean down. I'm going to hold her like that. Okay? We're just going to show you. Go ahead. Okay? So that was the less spotting way. Now I'm going to show you the more spotting way. You're going to grab their arm still, but this time instead of grabbing their shoulder, you are going to grab their back. Isabel, scoot back some. Back and up. Okay? After that is Valdez. So Isabella, come sit right here. You're right, aren't you? Okay, let's flip around then. Sorry. Oh, no, you're right. Scoot up. Okay, so for Valdez, whichever leg they are, once again, Isabel's the right. So her right leg is out. Their opposite arm is back, and the arm that sticks out is whichever leg that sticks out. So they're going to put their weight on their left hand. They're going to stand straight up and then kick over. So you support this leg and this back. I like to grab their shorts. A lot of them want to go straight back instead of standing up before they kick, therefore landing on their head. So remind them they need to stand up by pushing on this leg and this hand. So once again, I have a good grip on her shorts, and then I'm going to spot her leg, so we're going to stand up and kick over. Good. We'll do that one more time. Reach around, and the legs stand up and kick over. Good. Okay, next up is headstand, chest stand, and forearm. Headstand, come over here, face this way. They're going to put their head on the ground. They're going to put their hands where they can see them, and you're going to grab their hips, and they're going to nice and easy lift their legs up and point. It's very important that you don't hold their legs because that doesn't teach them how to do it themselves. If you hold their hips, they have to try harder. Okay, and nice and easy down. Good. Next up is forearm. Let's scooch a little forward. So in forearm, they don't want to have their arms too far apart or too close in. And they also don't want to be like this. They want to be right over top of your body. So to spot forearm, you're going to grab their back, and whichever leg they're going to kick up first, and that's how you spot them. Ooh. I told you to tuck that in.
I did.
We'll tuck it in again. Okay, last up is chest stand. So they're going to start by pushing their hips out, rolling forward, pushing. You just, if they need it, you just hold them. Okay, and down. Okay, next up is back handsprings. We're going to go this way since Charlie's over here. So, you are going to grab their shorts, get a very good grip, strong arm right here. Then you're going to place your hands right here. This arm lifts up, this hand flips the legs over. So, it's very important in their back handspring that they do not lean forward. Okay, they want to, when they sit, they need to sit in a chair, like they're sitting in a chair, and you don't lean forward when you sit in a chair. You sit like that. Okay? So, good grip on the shorts and the legs. They're going to sit and swing. You lift up and flip them over at the same time. Yep, just like that. We'll do it 2 more times just to make sure you get a good visual. And 1 more. Feet together. Good. All right, and that is it for our tutorial on how to spot.